Good morning, it's Friday. I am Mike from Markets. This is Kiwibank Markets in a minute, and I am losing my voice, so I might just take occasional breaks for water. I've tried so many times to get through this, and I get about halfway. Yeah, anyway, you don't need to know that. What you do need to know is financial markets were comparatively calmer overnight. Compared to yesterday, though, that still meant plenty of volatility. That volatility sort of masked by the fact we take a snapshot in time at about 6:45 or so when we're coming up with this content. So, US and European equities, mild to modestly negative skew across the board. A couple of major indices are flat-ish. The majority are off the pace by between 0.2 and 0.7%. US government bonds, right, yields on the benchmark 10 and 30-year terms, they continue to test fresh lows. 10-year traded below 1.5% for the first time since 2016, and the 30-year that went sub 2% for the first time ever. Commodity markets, broadly negative, a slightly more aggressive level of negative than stocks, and currencies, they were all over the show. The Aussie is higher, holding on to gains made following stonkingly good employment data yesterday, so Kiwi Aussie lower. Excuse me, the pound is also higher, that's a Brexit thing, and we'll talk about that in first hand. The Kiwi still holding strong in the mid-64s, 64.44 US cents right now. Yeah, so that is the current lay of the land. One moment. That's better. That's the current lay of the land. What happened overnight? Okay, China, they came out swinging. They announced they believe the looming tariff increases, they go against an agreement forged back at the G20, and also hinted at retaliatory measures. Yeah, not good for markets. But they then came out and expressed a hope that the US would meet them halfway, and hope is good for markets. Yield curve inversion, that is still a thing. A lot of market commentators out there are busy expressing views on whether it is indeed a harbinger of recession this time. There is a real danger of self-fulfillment there. We might delve into that in first hand as well. Looking for positives, US data, fair bit of it last night. The majority, pretty good. Retail sales numbers for July, they were the park smasher, and this feeds into that whole this time it's different recession thing. More water. Okay, more water done. After this, I don't need to talk anymore. My colleagues will be very happy, I'm sure. I'm done, actually. Yeah, happy Friday, happy weekend. Kia pai tōra.